I get the feeling of coming all the time with this pump. I feel like I'm coming in the gym, I'm coming at home, I'm coming, backstage before a show. I'm coming all the time.
What's up, guys? Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, ATHLEAN-X.com.
Arnold, can I have Jesse back, please?
Oh, you really want Jesse back?
Yes, please.
Okay, did you see his amazing gains recently?
I've seen the gains.
Okay. Hasta la vista, baby.
Hello, Jesse.
What's going on?
Nothing. We've got a video we're making here.
Oh, what's this one on?
We're going to talk about masturbation today.
Oh, masturbation?
Masturbation.
Oh, you mean distributing some free literature? Feeding the ducks? Getting in the kitchen to mix a batch?
Are you going to be a 5-year-old for this entire video?
5? Oh, you mean play a little 5-on-1?
Apparently you are. Okay, so I'll be the professional here. You be the expert. I'll be the professional. I'll talk about this. And it actually was sparked by an Ask Jeff question. If you guys haven't already done this, make sure you get your question answered in a future Ask Jeff video by dropping a comment below, and I'll do my best to do that. Jesse, what is the question here for today that has to do with this topic?
So our question today is, Jeff, you're the master at knowing what's killing our gains.
Just like you.
Give me the hard facts. Masturbation is killing my gains, isn't it?
Cute little metaphors in there, whatever those are. All right, so where this all came from, because I do want to talk about this sincerely, because I think this is a topic that many people are interested, male and female, whether or not it has any impact on the results that they see in the gym, right? And if it does, is it something that you might want to do in terms of changing your habits, right? So the first thing is, it goes way back in time to the realm of athletics that I operate in, where guys used to be told by their coaches, don't have sex or masturbate or ejaculate or whatever it is before a game because it's going to impair your performance.
Oh, I remember that.
Right, and people would sort of like either follow the advice or not follow the advice, but in the back of their head they're thinking whether or not it's actually having a negative impact on their performance. But I think there's been a resurgence of this of late, and it had to do with that whole no-fap movement.
Oh, I tried that. I lasted about 6 hours.
I didn't have any higher expectations for you, Jesse. And what this comes from is the fact that when you abstain from masturbation, these increases in testosterone that they're claiming will lead to more manliness, more attractiveness to the opposite sex, the ability to become more aggressive and to pursue the things that you want in life, and also, by extension of that, if I have higher levels of testosterone, the ability to build more muscle.
Makes sense.
And it does, however, I don't know if I believe it, right? Because this was shown in 2 small studies, and they're repeated over and over again, and the studies are basically saying that after 3 weeks, with just 10 subjects, mind you, that there was a significant increase in testosterone from abstinence of masturbation over this 3-week period. Also, another study that people will cite has said that after just 7 days, there was an increase in testosterone. There's been just as many studies that have shown the direct opposite. As is often the case, they say that more masturbation will lead to higher levels of testosterone. However, this begs the question, did these people already have high T that made them want to masturbate more, or was it the masturbation that was raising those levels of testosterone?
Oh, like chicken or the egg.
Yeah, so there's a lot of confusion here, but I think all in all, there's a lot of reductionist thinking going on here, and it's not helping us, right? It's not helping us to get to the bottom of this, because the reductionist says that an increase in testosterone by itself is going to lead to all these things. It doesn't consider the fact, the interplay between hormones in our body that states that when one hormone rises, oftentimes another will rise as well to counteract that and to keep the body in the state of homeostasis. A perfect example of this is one called SHBG, which is sex hormone binding globulin.
Okay.
Is that a tough one for you?
Yes.
Sex hormone binding globulin. But what the role of that is to actually bind to that testosterone, which will basically make it less bioavailable. So unable to do anything even though the levels have increased. Well, what if that's going up at the same time in these studies that the levels of testosterone are? You're not getting any real benefits.
Right.
Now, I'll point out one thing. If this whole no-fap movement was based around the idea that we live in an internet age and men and women alike have become much more susceptible to, let's say, the dangers of more and more available pornography, to the point where it can become problematic. And if that was the idea here, was to try to get people to abstain with an effort to try to decrease what could become addictive tendencies, then by all means, it's a good thing. It's something that maybe those people that are suffering should maybe pursue. But from an ability to increase testosterone to build muscle, I've got a lot of questions about that. However, I think there's some other applications that could lead to your ability to increase your muscle gains by utilizing masturbation.
Really?
Yes. I'm going to go on the side of you now, Jesse.
Okay.
All right, so here's how you would do it. Now, we know anecdotally, let's dive into the anecdotal side of all this. We know that if we've I don't know, I've never partaken in this activity. If we've partaken in this activity, would you have any additional benefits that come from this? Well, a lot of people will say, Jesse will say, you get this feeling of relaxation after it, right? And that's actually based upon science of an increase in serotonin levels that make you more relaxed and give you a sort of lower state of arousal. Not that level of arousal, Jesse, but state of being in your arousal that way. Well, if it was something that would allow you to become more relaxed, is it something that would have a better place, let's say pre-bed, as a way of increasing your recovery and giving you more restful sleep? And what's interesting is when they tie this into training, they find that people who train at a high intensity level will have a lower state of arousal, again, this body arousal, after training, likely due to the fact that they actually pushed it really hard in the gym and they just don't have that much energy afterwards, than someone who trains at a low to medium intensity level. They have a much higher state of arousal afterwards. Their alertness is very high, and it makes it difficult for someone who trains later at night, like I do, to actually get a restful sleep. If that person trains later at night, the first thing I'd say is increase your effort level, increase your intensity. It's going to serve you both ways. It's going to allow you to get a better workout, number one. And number two, it's going to allow you to come down off of that workout and have a better, more restful sleep naturally, with or without the use of masturbation as a tool to help you there. But if you're someone who isn't training at a high enough intensity level right now, and you use masturbation as a way to decrease that level of arousal, to bring you down to a more relaxed state so that you get a better night's sleep, you have a more consistent, restful 8-9 hours of sleep, that is going to lead to an increase in muscle mass over time, 100% of the time. Better recovery, especially if you're a natural lifter, better recovery is going to equal better muscle gains because we know your body needs to get that all-important recovery. And if you're disrupted by bad sleep or too heightened sleep, you're not going to be able to get that.
Okay.
All right, so answering Albert's question here, no, masturbation is not killing your gains, okay? But it might be something you want to explore, and if you need someone or an expert to consult, Jesse might be the person you want to write to.
Oh, all right. That's
I've seen,
cool.
Jesse, I've seen your Pornhub habits. I understand.
Hey, those views are gone down.
All right, so guys, if you haven't already and you want your question answered in a future Ask Jeff video, make sure you drop it in the comments below. And also, if you're looking for programs that maximize recovery and prioritize recovery through all means, maybe not this one necessarily, that's what this video is for, but other ways to increase your recovery, to build more muscle, make sure you head over to ATHLEAN-X.com and check out all of our programs. If you haven't already done so, make sure you click subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video when we put one out. All right, guys, see you soon.
Wait, Jeff. You really handled that one like a professional.
I appreciate it.
I just want to
You